Hello, hello. How is everybody? Hi, Jakita. Hello, hello. Yes, I'm trying something new. I'm trying to find when is a good time for the lives on Mondays and Tuesdays. Yesterday I was a little down and out because from allergies. They weren't playing fairs. So yeah, I am feeling better as long as the husband stays away from the lawnmower. He did the first cut of the season with the grass, and yeah, the grass, it does not like me. No, 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 it doesn't like me. I have some pieces here that I'm going to show you how to use. I have a couple turtles here. A couple turtles here. I'm going to do some eyeballs for my turtle journal. I'm just going to wait for a couple more peoples to roll in before I get started. I'm no professional with glossy accents, that's for sure. I'm just going to show you some tricks that I've picked up along the way. How's everybody out there in their land, their neck of the woods? It's 78 and sunny here, and it feels like it's 100 degrees. I'm not complaining, though, because there's no rain, and we've been blessed with lots of rain so far, so I'm not complaining. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tanya. And then over the weekend, I had a huge project I had to do that I was putting off, and I finally got around to doing it. It is now circulating on the old intrawebs. I will talk about that in a little bit. I'm sure some of you have seen it floating around out there. You're going to go to your desk and craft it a little bit. Yeah, I've been in here most of the day today, just putting around, trying to get stuff done. You seen it on Instagram? Yeah, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, and it's on YouTube as a short. It will be going on their website also. Who you talk to, Chiquita? Me? Oh, you want me to make my logo? I can make those logo stickers. Yeah, so I can make those logo stickers. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm going to start by getting these. You talking me? You talking me? I got some cool Happy Mail too, but I'm waiting for Karen to come in before I show that Happy Mail. Is there too much of a glare? Let me know so I can fiddle with my fiddle light here, so I can get the glare off. I don't want it to go through my curio cabinet here with my turtles, because I don't want my turtles to drown or anything. My fiddle light. I always get a glare when I bring out my mat, and I don't want a glare. So the $1 million question of the hour is, what do we use glossy accents on? I personally use glossy accents on numbers right here. I like to use them on these little tiny numbers like this. I like to use them on things like this to make them shiny. I like to use them on big numbers like this. I like to use them on, hello, Zal. I like to use them on quotes and things like this. I have 2 different colors because I'm working. These will go good into journals that I'm using. And then I have these little, I'll put this away for right now. I took these here. As you can see, they're the same, and I shrunk them down. These are on a full-size page, which is 8.5 and 11. It's on cardstock. And I shrunk these down to a 5x7. And then, of course, these are the quotes right here. These quotes here are 5x7. I printed them 2 to a page. These are just bigger. Like this. These are bigger. Hello, Sassy. And these ones are bigger. I just made these ones smaller. These are the only ones I didn't do smaller because they were small. I didn't want them like, you know, like this big because you wouldn't be able to see them. And the reason why I do them like this is because, let's move all this fun stuff out of the way. Crafty by Tony, which is, I love watching her. She takes jump rings. These are by Uncle Timmy. I'm trying to cut down the glare. These are by Uncle Timmy. You don't have to use them by Uncle Timmy, but I just got these ones. Hi, Cookie. These ones are by Uncle Timmy. I just got these because they were on clearance. You use jump rings like this, or you can just get the old generic kind like this from, you know, that place that starts with an A or that place that starts with a T. You know, you can't say it because, you know, you'll see it for the next 20 years on your socials. Yeah, that place. And you do this with it. Hold on. You take this piece of paper. Let me do one that's bigger so that you can actually see it. Let me find one here. Before I do this, Crystal. Oh no, Christina. Christina, I call you to the front of the room. Christina. Are you here with me, Christina? You take your little jump rings. Let's do a single number so it'll catch it up. I probably could have went a little bit smaller with this, but hey, you live and learn, right? That's what we're here, to make mistakes and have fun. Why not? All right, so we're making charms. We're making dangles, right? You put these on your paper like this. You do this. And I think, if I remember correctly, these are 12 millimeters, if I remember. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what they are. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the size we are doing. And you just kind of pick your numbers that you want. It's okay if you go over, like if you don't completely get, you know, the full number, that's okay. And you're like, but Tara, why are we using these? Why are we making these? Because these work really well for clusters. They make really, really nice clusters when you do it. And then you can take and I want that 4. So I just move it over a little bit. I want that 2. So I move it over a little bit. And I'm just going to lay them out on the paper where I want them. Like so. Like this. Hello, Deb. Nice of you to join us. Fancy seeing you here, Deb. And then you grab your Glossy Accents, right? And I seem to find that if you hold your Glossy Accents at an angle, you can not have anything in your way. You can squirt it. Hopefully this one is not going to give me. Yep. Make sure your tip is clean of your Glossy Accents. I'm not even going to fiddle with that one. You just bought jump rings today? Oh, Deb, you're not late. The party just started. So you make sure your Glossy Accents comes out nice and even. And then when it comes out, you just fill up your ring. But when you squeeze it, make sure it goes right to the end. Yeah, I love making these from Crafting by Tony. They are super fun. And then I actually bought the mini drill off of Amazon to put the holes in them. You don't need the holes, but if you wanted to make the holes, and then what I do, flow what? When I do it, I start in the middle and make sure it flows right to the end continuously. I just squeeze it. I don't let go, because if I let go, it's going to create bubbles. That's just what I found works for me. Yeah, you got to make sure it flows out good. Yes, Cookie, I will move you down as close as I can to the table. Hold on. Without bumping it. Hold on. Is that close enough? Hold on just a second. I'm going to try to put my tip in the thing like this, and then I'm just going to squeeze it in as a full blob. Just like this. No, don't take the ring. There you go. See how there's no bubbles? And then I just go through and I fill them up. This is a really good mask make. And you can do it, you don't have to do it with numbers. You can do it with words, with the rings, the jump rings. You don't have to use the 12 millimeter ones. I believe these are 12 millimeters that I used. You can use them with any size. Yes, now you can't see me because I'm lower on the thing. I'm just gonna. Yes, I'm rolling, Cookie. I'm rolling. I have buckets of these buckets because I was like, oh, I like that number, or I like that number, and I like that number, and yeah, that number turns into that number, that turns into that number. So yeah, we end up with lots of numbers. And then once you fill your page, that's okay, Cookie. I knew you were going to come at me with the rolling when I noticed my paper wasn't in frame. I knew my other bottle of Glossy Accents was going to give me a hard time. So I went and got a brand new bottle of the Glossy Accents for this live for Christina, because I knew she wanted to learn her some technique for Glossy Accents. And like I said, I'm not a professional. There's probably people out there that know how to do this better than me. But I'm just telling you what works for me. And then I take these once they're dry and I set them aside. Well, not once they're dry. See how this is all filled up with what I want on it. I will just stick my cap on it for a moment. I will find me a place out of the way. This is on cardstock, so I can move it easily. I will set it up out of the way so that they can dry. And then tomorrow I'll take my scissors and I will cut around it. Now I'm going to show you how I would do one of these. I would not do the whole, well, we could do the whole thing, but I would just take, first of all, make sure there's no bubble. And pick just pieces of it. You know, the parts that you really want to stand out and be shiny. And some of it you can paint. You don't have to make it where it's, you know, all raised. Oh, again, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. All right, I'm going to just raise up just a wee bit because I'm working with words now, not numbers, so that I'm not rolling out of frame here. And your thing will make bubbles like this. See how it has bubbles? I just take my finger because I ain't afraid of getting a little gook on me. I just wash my hands when I'm done. And I just go on about what I was doing. Just like so. Christina, I know that you were here. Do you have any questions? I am sorry that I was not here yesterday for the mental health journal because I was down and out with allergies. They did not like me at all. Allergies were not my friend yesterday at all. I was down for the count. Yep. They said, "No, ma'am, you are not going to be doing anything today. You are spending the day with your Kleenex box, doing absolutely nothing." So, I abide. Yes, I will. As soon as I get another bubble or a clog, I will show that. This one here, this is I am worthy. I am going to do this whole thing. And you know why I'm going to do this whole thing? I'm going to show you why I'm going to do this whole thing. Because first I'm going to come in closer. And I am worthy. Why am I worthy? Because this weekend, I had to do a very, very important video. And I was afraid of this video. I put it off and put it off. I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna tell you about this video. And you could go watch this video if you want. Cookie's gonna put the link in the description for you. Or not in the description, in the box. It's a reel. But I am worthy because I put my fear aside. You see my face. You see my whole body in this video. But I did it for TVP. I did it for a cause. And I am worthy of this because it's important to me. That cause is important to me. And you even get to see the puppy dog. Yes. And if you really want to support the cause, you can click the link that is there. Remind yourself, do not put, thank you, Cookie. If you really want to support, you can click my affiliate link. And this is how I clean the tip. I just use my finger and clean the tip, but you should probably use a Kleenex. But my affiliate link is there. And that's where Hold on. I will pull this up now so I can show you. That's where I purchased these bracelets that I wear every day on my wrists. These 4 bracelets that I wear, that's where I purchased those, and where I get the t-shirts that I wear, where I speak of those very important messages on the shirts. You get to see the message that's on the shirt that I wear in that video. I was not happy with my body in that video, but I went through with it. So yes, I am worthy. That is one that I really needed to do, and I'm going to do that. I am proud of myself because I fulfilled that that. Yes, it is a powerful message that's in that. Be kind. That's the shirt that I chose. Be kind. And with later on in the week, not only is it on my socials, it will end up on their social also. Thank you, Cookie. So I found these little quote things here, and I thought that they would be good for me to put into my mental health journal that I am working on, the turtle journal. So that's why I was putting some glossy accents on them. I think they're the only ones that I want to put glossy accents on for those. I'm going to set those ones aside. Then we're going to put some glossy accents on. We're going to put some. My husband actually filmed that video, and I did not call Bubba for that video or nothing. Bubba naturally did that video. Yeah, I did not, people thought that I called him. I didn't call him. He did that all on his own. Yeah, I got it done. I hemmed and hawed about it for a bit, but I got it. These number ones here that I am doing, I am making it into a where it'll be a hardened label, where later on I can drill a hole and make it a dangle, or if I choose, I can put it onto. Yeah, that's for sure. He did follow his mom. Yes, Bubba was an unpaid actor, and he did get a treat. He got a couple of treats. I'm going to probably put holes in these when I'm done, like when they dry, and make them dangles. And I will show you also how to use these for words with the bigger with the jump rings on here too. I'm just squeezing gently and going back and forth so there's no bubbles. And if I seem to think that it's a little more, if it's a little thicker on the other side, I'm just spreading it out. Bubba just likes to go for walks, and he follows wherever we go. He'll follow, and it made it more for the cause, because they support animals and veterans and all of that. So it made it more surreal, I would say. And then say you wanted to, like, you wanted 19 on here, and you wanted number on here. So you just take these, just like this. Oh, I got bubbles again. See how? Oh, the bubbles went away. But I was just showing, like, if you get bubbles, you just wipe them off. You just play in the gloss. I like playing in the glossy accents. The only downfall I have with glossy accents is that it takes 24 hours to dry. That's the only downfall I have with it. But I was asked to show how I use it, so I'm doing it. Like, if you go through and you see, like, this big number, you want that 83, use that 83. What's stopping you from using that 83? Bam, I got 83. Yeah, I'm not here to judge. Use what you want to use. I want 64. Because that was the year my mom was born. Not here to judge. There we go. We got 64 now. I think I want a few. I got bubbles. Don't have bubbles no more. Here we go. See? I just roll with it. And the fun thing about glossy accents is I didn't know when you use glossy accents that you can add things to the glossy accents. So when I used them Christmas time, when I was making a journal, a Christmas journal, I had cats that was on there, and I put eyelashes on the cats. So the cats had eyelashes on a journal. And I sent it out to the lady that I made the journal for. And she cracked up because the cat had eyelashes. And you're like, Tara, but where did you get the eyelashes? I went into the Walmart, into where you get the makeup at, and I got me a cheap set of eyelashes, and I used those. I sure did. So you have words, right? And these words, I don't think you can use. Oh, I can use some in this one. Like, this one says love. I can use the love in there. So I'm just going to put my little ring down and grab the word love. There we go. I got the word love. I think we can get the word trust right here, which we can. So we'll grab the word trust right there. And I believe that's all we can get because all the other words are bigger. I think we can get life here. We can. So we'll just grab life from there. And we got that. Yeah, like, I use glossy, like, I am not afraid to use glossy accents for anything. I'm not. I will put them on everything and anything. You give me something to put them on, I will put them on it. Like, yeah. And these ones are bigger, those are bigger. So I just printed right before the live, and I just take glossy accents just takes me 24 hours to dry where I'm at. But with the humidity, I don't know, it might take a little less than that. But when I leave the live tonight, I'm just going to leave it here to dry, and it'll be dry in the morning. The paper doesn't matter as long as it's dry. This is going in my turtle journal. This was a quote. No, it won't make the print bleed. Not at all. Not that I've had problems with, but like I said, I'm not a professional, so it could bleed. This came last month with my monthly subscription. This quote came last month with my monthly subscription. Oh, it does take 24 hours for you too, Deb. And I'm going to be putting it in my turtle journal. And I wanted this turtle to have glossy accents. So I'm going to do his eyeball. Since I have the glossy accents out and we're going to be letting stuff dry, we're going to do his eyeball up. Just like that. And then I'm going to just slide that up here for the time being because I have another one that I wanted to do. Where is it at? And then I'm going to decide if I want to use some stickles or not, because I do have stickles on a shell, but we'll decide that if we want to do that or not. So we're going to do this like this because we want his eye to be glossy accents. And we want his eye to have it. Googly eyes. I don't know if I could do googly eyes on turtles, Chiquita. I don't know. Like I said, Deb, I've never tried it. But I don't know. But it is a good thought. I would be scared to burn the house down, honestly. That's just my thought on it in the matter. Oh, I have blue, and I have clear, and I have red. So we're gonna play with some. I'm going to now gonna pull out some stickles too. Yeah, with breathing too. Like I don't that's a good let's get a cover on here. Yes, I did ask if she had any questions, but if she needs me to go back and show anything, I do have extra pages here to show her. So any questions she has, just ask away. And the product that I'm using now is Stickles, and it's called Crystal by Ranger. I figured since my turtle shells had to dry, or turtle eyes had to dry anyways, I could add some fancy to their shells. And I'm concentrating, so yeah, I'm quiet. All I can hear myself saying is keep on swimming, keep on swimming. Don't you be clogged, because we're not playing this clog nonsense today. I ain't got time for that. Listen here. I told you I ain't got time for that. My friends are not here to see clogged stickles. Absolutely, I'll be using them in the patriotic journal. I have I have lots of ideas for the patriotic journal. I just need to get my, now that that big task that I had is complete, I can sit down and do it to get it done. That big task was weighing heavy on my mind because I wanted it to be correct. I didn't just want to put it together because it's for a very, very important cause. Now you're going to work. Thank you. I just think the stickles brings the turtle to life a little more. I don't know about you guys, but I think it does. No, I'm losing my mind tonight, people. I bet you before the night's out, I'm going to have stickles on me. Stickles or glossy accents, one of the two. Do you have any questions about the bubbles in the glossy accents or how to properly put it into the jump rings? Because with your grandkids there, I want to make sure that you properly understand how to use it and how to put it in the jump rings to make the dangles and the charms. Yes, glossy accents is very sticky. Now, if Tara doesn't lose that again, we'll be okay. Because I've lost that more than once. I don't know. Glossy accents. Glossy accents can be glue too, so I don't know. I Chiquita, I don't know. I can't answer that question for you because I don't know. Um, actually, if you give me a second, I do have some that are already dry. I can show you how to use them. Just give me 1 second and go grab the little tin. I'll be back in 1 second. Sorry about that. Normally I'm prepared. I wasn't thinking ahead today. Chiquita, you're not supposed to get your fingers sticky. But then again, we're crafting, so yeah, you can get your fingers sticky. I just don't want that to fall, so I gotta make sure it doesn't fall. Okay, so let's put this up here so it doesn't dry. When they are done, they look like this. When they're all cut out, not that one, but these ones have words, these ones have numbers, right? You see how these ones are? And I have a whole tub of them. They're all right here. Of all the ones I've made. Hello, Kelly. And then these here, okay? I'll show you what I do. I use them on. The easiest way for me to show you what I use them on is to get this out of the way. And take this here. I have my little puncheroo thing here. My whale tail. Even though I probably won't be using this on anything at the moment, I can stick it in my bucket and I'll have it for later. So I have a whale tail right here, right? Like this. No, don't you fall. Sometimes I have to talk to stuff so it doesn't fall down. Okay. I have my whale tail like this. And then I have my little tackle box here. It has all my goodies. Oh, why do I feel like I'm feeling better. It's just my allergies don't like the first cut of grass. They like to play not fair with me. So then I just go in here and I pick myself this. And then, like, I create a label. I find some stuff that would work. I'm trying not to take 1,100 years to pick. Oh. Better, Deb? I said earlier that light's gonna be the arch enemy of me. The arch enemy of me. Well, hold on. We'll fix that problem too. Give me just 1 second. Ouch. How's that? Is that better? Okay. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I only had the matte out because of the glossy accents. I'm done with glossy accents and all of that fun stuff. I'm just now playing with putting the fun stuff to show Christina how to use one of them fancy dancy charms that I made. You know, you got to show the people how to use the stuff that you made. And these here are one of my all-time most favoriteest things to make in the world is these cluster things here. So, yeah. I'm looking for a number that doesn't have a bubble in it. There we go. We have a number. 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 Here we go. We have that. I cut them out with my scissors. I just take the scissors and go around them in the morning when they dry. Let's put the Peter Rabbit on there like that, and we will do this, and we'll bring this up here like so. And then I have to I just have to for texture purposes bring in my stapler because I need to add some texture. And then when I glue all this down, I will use Fabri-Tac because, well, once I get all the gook off of it, because it's all gooky. And this here is material that I actually printed off my printer on muslin that is on the Turtle Journal cover. I just saved the corner that was stuck, you know, the corner that I cut off from using my fancy tool. And yeah, because I enjoy using my scraps like for that stuff. So that was used. I make these clustered tabs like all the time for all kinds of things. And yes, Christina, you'll probably see about a bunch of these throughout your patriotic journal because I love using them. So yes, you will definitely see them. You will definitely see them. I love making clusters, Kelly. They're one of my favorites. Should I just glue that on there? Probably, because you're probably like, well, you just put all that on there and it's all covered up. I don't care. That's the whole point of making a cluster. Is covering most of it up. Oh, do you really want me to I can do a whole live on making clusters. That I have no problem with that. Pulling stuff together to make a cluster. Just let me know in the comments. Let me know, because I can show you how to do them. And then that is a way that you can use those little. Well, then we will do clusters then, because I can show you how to make clusters. I love making clusters. I can make them all day long. Yeah, this one doesn't really have a theme, but I made this one too. This itty bitty one. Yeah, I can show you guys how to make clusters. Yeah, I have no problem doing that. And these big ones here, I even make them into paper clips, like hidden paper clips. Yeah. These little things here, if you go and get yourself some jump rings, like, see, when I first made these, I was poo at them. Look at all the bubbles. See? I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect. But as I got better at them and doing them, see how the bubbles went away? Well, I still have bubbles, but they got better. They got better. But when I first started, I had bubbles. But I got better at it. And I bet you if I went in this bucket here, I could find more with bubbles. But I didn't throw them away, because you know what? I'm making a turtle journal. No, Kelly, there should not be any bubbles when you're using all glossy accents. It should be smooth. And if you lay your tip, okay, that's okay. I have extra pieces here for a reason. Let me just move some of this stuff out of the way where I was showing how to use those pieces. And I will show you what I mean. Hold on. I will do the paper clips when I do the clusters. I was just showing how to use one of these little guys here, but I will do the paper clip when I do the clusters. That'll be part of the cluster making thing. So when you do this with the jump ring, Kelly, is there always I could do paperclip clusters too when I do the cluster tutorial next week. Tara, is there a way to make something similar using what we already have, budget-friendly versions, so embossing powder or something else that work? Are you talking for the glossy accents? I've never tried anything like that. Oh yeah. I've never tried anything like that, Cookie, but I will definitely look into it and see if there's something that is budget friendly, so that the next time I come on and I talk about these little circles when I do the tutorial for the clusters and we work with these little circles, I can let you know if there's a budget friendly version. Absolutely. Definitely for the people that don't have supplies. I will definitely look into that to see. Yes. And Christina, yes, that whale tail is my favorite punch in the whole entire world. I love that punch. So back to not the hair, back to Kelly's question about the bubbles. So when I use my jump rings, I have to come in close again. So if you get seasick, just close your eyes. I don't mean to make you seasick. I just want to make sure you see what I'm doing. You take your jump ring, make sure that it is where you want it to be, and then you leave your bottle at an angle. When your bottle is at an angle, you squeeze. When you squeeze at an angle and you start in the center, you normally do not get any bubbles because it will fill right to the end of where your jump ring is. Did you see how that worked? Let me know, Kelly, if you need me to do it again, because I will definitely do it again to show you again. So I was just told that if you have heavy cardstock stamped with 4 to 5 coats of clear embossing powder, you will get the same effect. Hello, Becky. Do you need me to show you again, Kelly? I do have clear embossing powder, so if you would like me to show you it with clear embossing powder, I can do that. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will show you what you need, what you would like to see. Okay, Kelly, I can do that, definitely. Just give me 1 second to grab my supplies. First things first is my embossing gun. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. Where did you put your embossing gun, goofball? We might not be able to. We might have to wait a minute because Tara doesn't know where she put her embossing gun. I bet you it's in this app. Well, you know what we'll do is Kelly said, I know where the embossing powder is. I don't know where the embossing gun is. Yes, I will definitely show you in Tuesday's video when we come on. I will have the embossing gun and I can show you then because I'll have my embossing powders out. But I will show you that then. Is there? I think it's under my Craft-A-Lanch, honestly. That's where it's at. Yeah, that's where it is. So on my next Tuesday live, we will be doing the clusters, but before the clusters, I want to make some labels and we're going to do some embossing, and I will show you how to do the embossing with the stamping and make them that way and all of that. And then I'm going to show you how to make clusters with all the pieces. So I'll have all my fussy cuts ready. So you have all your fussy cuts ready. Save all your scraps between now and then because you can use them for your clusters. Get your punches ready so you can have all of them for your all your different little baby punches ready. So you can have all of that ready for your scrap, or cluster thing. Any material you want to use, any, how I put like the pieces of fabric here, and I used the gauze and the little pieces of material, and I had that little, like, I don't know what you call it in the background there. Have that ready. If you have any labels you want to use, your stapler if you want to use it, and if you lose and you have another stapler, make sure you bring your backup stapler because you don't want to lose that. And then if you have any like stickers or stuff like that you want to use, have that. If you make any of these little things between now and that, bring those. Anything you want to use for your clusters, bring it. If you have any tabs or anything you want to use, if you don't have the large whale tails like I do and you want to get them, I do have a template of them over on my Ko-fi page that you can download for free. Yes, Zal, next Tuesday is Cluster Tuesday. We're going to do it at 6 p.m. EST like we did this week. Plan on being here for a while because when I get doing clusters, we aren't moving for a while because I get really deep into clusters. I will show you how to make those tab clusters. I will show you how to make the paperclip clusters. I will show you how to do all the different clusters. Today, it was glossy accents, and once you really show how to put glossy accents in there, that's pretty much there is. But if you have access to a printer and you want to print off the template, there's different size whale tails that you can download. And there's also, when I showed you how to do the paper, all that stuff's over there too. What else is there? I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST to work on the patriotic collab with Amy, which is the one that I'm doing for Christina. So Christina, if you want to see me working on that tomorrow, that's for you. And other than that, I don't really know what else is going on this week. Mo, no, it's over there. I don't know where it's in here. I have a Timmy one. It's in this office, and I'm almost betting it's under this Craftalanche because if I pull one more thing out of this, it's going to be in my lap. I'll be there with bells on. I have a few ideas, Christina, for your journal. They're just floating around in this noggin of mine. I just got to get them out. So that's the plan, Stan. Is there any questions for today? Yes, that was my dog. That's the dog you hear barking. That's the dog you hear howling. That's the dog you hear whining. He's my baby. Well, he's daddy's boy, but he's our baby, yes. And that is me, too. That is me that you've seen in the video. That's the face behind the voice. You wish you could. I don't know if you want to spend 24 hours in the spring, Christina. Yeah, the video is the video that everybody that is back up in the chat is on the video that is being spoken of is a reel on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and it's on Instagram. It was a very big video for me. I have, as many know, I wear, hold on, let me fix my camera so that you can see what I'm speaking of. I wear four bracelets on my wrist. I never take these bracelets off. And the company that I wear these bracelets for, I wear their shirts every day without fail. I wear a different shirt every day. It has a different quote on it. It supports veterans unaliving. That's what this is for. The 22 a day. and they have monthly subscriptions. There's many different shirts over there. Well, they had chosen me to wear one of their shirts and do a commercial pretty much of why I enjoy or why their company means so much to me. And I am now an affiliate for them. And I did the video over the weekend. It was a challenging video for me because I normally don't show my face nor my body, and I did both. So, yeah, that video is now floating around. It will be also on their website. They will be pushing the video, so you will see the video on the interweb. So, yeah, I was not scammed. I was not hacked. I was not defrauded or anything. It is me. It is my face. It is my dog. It is my yard. I did that. I am very proud of myself for doing that. I believe everything that they stand for. I support them 100%. I wear their shirts with pride. I wear their bracelets. I do not take their bracelets off. I've had people walk past me and they'll say to me, thank you. And I have to stop and think, why are they thinking? And then I realize what I have on. I have people that have walked by me and in the next aisle say, did you see her shirt? Did you see what her shirt said? And then I realize what shirt I have on. And sometimes I need the reminder myself. So that's what I was doing over the weekend. And now it's time for me to get back into my crafty world and do what I have to do. So Christina, you may see some of that stuff pop up in your journal because I do have these that get sent to me every month. And this is what I support when I get their monthly subscription where they go and honor plaques to people that for the fallen heroes every month. So you will see some of these probably pop up on some tags in your journal. Just so you know that that's what they're from. Yes. For the families. But if you see it floating around there, I would love it if you would just give it a like or give it some love. I'd appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions? Then Christina, click that affiliate link up in there and go take a checky poo out there because you will love what they do. You will love it. Their mission. You will love their mission. The reel is Cookie shared my reel also. If you want to go see my reel. Yeah. You can go and see, and you can even apply for one of those plaques also for your father-in-law. If you use my affiliate link up above, you save some money also. Just so you know. No, this live was not about that, just so you know. I just wanted to share. I do believe so, but it is on my, if you see the reel on my YouTube, if you go to my YouTube channel, it'll show the link. It's in my, the affiliate link is in my bio on my YouTube. It's on my bio on my Instagram. It's on my Facebook page. Like, you can't, right now you can't miss it. It's everywhere, Christina. I do even believe it's on my Snips Happens page, my business page thing there. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, it's on that too. And I can make sure that it's in my description of this video also. I do believe my bio or my link tree is in this description of this video. I do believe the last time I counted, as of last week, I think I owned over 41 of their shirts, 41 or 42 of their shirts, something of that sort. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that is here today. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you tomorrow, and everybody that is looking forward to the clusters, I will see you on Tuesday of next week. And make sure you have a fantastic day, and as always, be kind. Oh yes, please remember those thumbs ups. I appreciate them. And if you would also do me a huge favor, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you would go back and watch some of the replay and leave me a comment and let me know what you liked about this video today and what inspired you in this video, because that would be a big help to me if you would do that. I would appreciate that so much if you would go back. And if you are on Team Replay and you're watching this, can you please go back and can you please leave me a comment and tell me what you enjoyed about this video? That would be great. Thank you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.